Hey guys. I really am looking for advice on how to be there for my husband. Sorry this got a little long. We've, both 27, been married almost 4 years. We have a 3-year-old and currently expecting our second. I really don't know what kind of advice I'm looking for, or if anyone with trauma can help me support my husband, but he obsessively thinks I'm cheating on him. I know the word obsessively is harsh, but I'll explain. He comes from a past of infidelity. His dad left his mom when he was 11, and his mom is very emotionally unstable and made my husband her fill-in husband for the time being. After that, his first real relationship ended in infidelity when his girlfriend of 2 years cheated on him with his best friend. So to say all that, I'm a very honest and loyal person and have never ever thought about cheating on him. My mom cheated on my dad. They're still together and awesome now, but it's just something I can't even fathom. Ever since we started dating he's had my passwords to everything, my phone code, computer code, location. You name it, he has it. About 2 years ago, literally just 1 week, it's like he snapped and was so mean to me for no reason, and after asking him, he thought that I had been cheating on him with my bill. I never even talked to my bill very much. Anyway, since then until about November, every time I talk to someone in public, or a guy comments on my post or something, he always questions me and tries to see if I'm doing something. It's gotten to the point where if he asks me about my day, I know he's trying to ask if I cheated on him. Fast forward to November, I found out he had been looking through my phone every night and tracking my location up to 15 times a day. After that, I changed all my passwords and stopped sharing my location, and since, every time he brings up or asks me if I'm cheating I get super mad and have had to make boundaries where now we literally never talk about it. Keep in mind, I've had to calm his fears on top of this even though he was tracking me and looking through my phone, which I didn't know about. So I took away the privilege of him having my passwords because I felt betrayed. He's seeing a therapist for it and process it with his friends, but I just feel so uncomfortable and awkward every day. I feel like I'm paying for something I didn't do and never would do. So I guess I'm asking, for those of you who have been through infidelity, is this normal? How should I be there for him? I'm just so frustrated if he even hints at it being a struggle. I'm just super hurt because I've literally done nothing, and he knows it. Edit, thank you all for your comments. I have super boundaries with men and have since I was 20. It's just a personal conviction of mine that I don't text men privately or message them. My husband was the first time I broke that rule when we started dating. I just know you can't have a strictly platonic relationship with men, and therefore I guard myself and my marriage, so nothing has ever been interesting for him to look at because I just have a ton of girlfriends. Anyway, he is making steps to fight his tendencies, and you all are right. I was thinking of starting to share my location again with him to show him I'm beginning to trust that he won't take advantage of it. I took it away originally because it was like a drug to a drug addict. So thank you, I'm going to take that step and begin to lower the boundaries and be there for him and reassure him in a healthy way. And the person who told me that I am cheating on my husband and he just hasn't caught me yet, regardless of him looking through my phone for 2 years without me even knowing, duck you. Comment 1. Just thought I'd comment even after your edit. I understand. My husband was cheated on 2x prior to our relationship, and ironically he cheated on me while also being super paranoid that I would. That's a whole mess on its own. Anyway, I think it was a mistake to change everything without addressing it. I'm not sure if you did. But what he is doing is not at all healthy for either of you. I'm all for the whole open phone policy a lot of couples adopt. However, there should be a certain level of privacy respected. Something I have to terms with as a BS is that if I stay with my husband, there's no guarantee, ever really, that he won't cheat on me. If I were to leave my husband, there's no guarantee the next guy wouldn't cheat on me. Faith and hope is all we all ever have as far as trusting that your partner will not betray you. Just how you mentioned him abusing his privileges is a form of betrayal. You should explain it to him on that level. There's different forms of betrayal. Just because he didn't cheat on you doesn't mean he isn't capable of betraying you, and he did already. Comment 2. He's going to destroy this relationship if he doesn't get a grip. You need to confront this head on. In as loving a way as you can, I'd recommend sitting him down, telling him basically what you've told us here, and then tell him that he has a choice to make. He can learn to trust you, or you guys can split now, before it gets ugly. Because if the status quo continues, it will destroy any chance you guys have of having a healthy and loving relationship in the future. He needs some tough love. I think that, sadly, by giving him all that access that you had before, you indulged this side of him. It's time to draw a hard boundary. Otherwise, this will get worse. And I have to be honest with you, I'm concerned with the way his behavior is escalating, that this could get violent. Comment 3. Betrayed husband here. I suffer PTSD as a result of past GFs betraying me, my mother betraying my father, and eventually my wife betraying me. First of all, you're an amazing woman. Incredibly empathetic, and you haven't shied away from helping your beloved because he is ill. You're carrying a heavy cross, and come off rather cheerful, blameless, curious and wise. You ain't no pushover either. Please do you, and seek your own personal care. Second, I didn't have breakthroughs in personal or marriage counseling until I sought a specialist in infidelity trauma. It's a terribly unique pain where our spouses are both a point of healing and danger, safety and triggers. High level, I'd like you two to get to the bottom of his trauma, how he is triggered, and what leaves him feeling unsafe. This has taken years of work in my marriage. I cycle through my own anxieties and mind tapes if I'm not cautious. It's a holistic problem affected by external stressors, diet, exercise and spirituality. For example, when I'm disciplined to achieve a goal, it helps me from slipping into insecurities and intrusive thoughts. Know that he must ultimately decide to believe you. And as much as you seek to soothe him, you may not be able. Even your own self-care, own boundaries, will feel punitive to him. A good counselor can help him slow his mind and avoid overprotecting himself to the point he pushes you away. Affairrecovery.com is excellent, so are their YouTube videos. For marriage counseling, seek therapists trained in the Gottman method that seeks to preserve an otherwise healthy relationship. I wish you both peace. PM me if I can be of more help. Comment 4. I came from a relationship where my partner cheated, once definitely, possibly multiple times. You do get over it, and can put it past you with the right help. You sound like you are a really decent person, but you are being punished for others' mistakes. Thus is your husband's problem and is so very not fair to you. I think you need to speak to someone together and fix this. I'm afraid people though resist change, and sometimes it can take a massive shock to snap people out of it. Best of luck. Comment 5. In his defense, there's no way someone who suspects their spouse of an affair is going to directly ask for phone access. I've read 1,000 cases where the suspicious spouse asks, the cheater says sure, just let me go on a 10-minute walk to deal with my anger. The cheater comes back with everything wiped clean. He doesn't trust you. Yes, it's irrational and hurtful, but your goal should be to help him work through it if you want to keep the relationship. Someone else he gave his heart to destroyed his trust. Now everyone is suspect to him. Comment 6. I recommend going to couples counseling. He's already in therapy for his trust issues regarding infidelity in both past and present. The couples counseling would be for the benefit of the relationship. You don't deserve this. Like you said, you've done nothing to warrant any of the mistrust and accusations. The couples counseling will give you an outlet to talk to him about how you're feeling throughout all of this. That combined with his personal therapy may help him move on and change quicker. Comment 7. He has been traumatized. As such, until he gets closure, the wound will continue to fester. Sounds like you are telling him the truth. I suggest you keep reiterating this to him. That's what he needs. Confirmation that for once someone is loyal to him. This is a terrible ordeal to suffer through. Whether it's truly an adulterous affair or implied. In his case it sounds like implied. I will tell you, the brain is a powerful thing. It can create illusions if you look hard enough. That's what happened to me. I can prove my so cheated, but man, there were a load of red flags. As a result, I developed PTSD-like symptoms. So, I know personally that this can affect your brain and personality. Help him as much as you can. With your support and understanding along with therapy, he will heal. It will take a while though. Many a year or longer. Hang in there. Nothing worth having is maintained without effort and a bit of struggle. This too shall pass. God bless. Comment 8. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Former normal person here that turned into a suspicious, crazy person due to infidelity. Someone told me something that really helped me, well, a few things. One is that you have to become okay with the idea that even if this happened again, you would be okay. You also have to learn triggers, learn to avoid those and stop helping yourself to them. Like going through phones. You have to stop and ask yourself if it's helping you heal or if it's hurting that process. Also, ask yourself if what you're doing or the information you have gained have really made a difference in what you already know or if it changes anything. Most often, I find that answer to be no. A big part of this getting over it is learning to love yourself again. If those things aren't being focused on, then it may be time he found a new therapist or counselor that is truly focused on moving forward. Comment 9. You don't deserve to be treated like a cheater when you aren't one. Your husband wasn't ready for marriage when he married you, because he never fully healed from his past. Obviously you love him and want to stay together, and I think individual counseling for him and marriage counseling for you both is a great suggestion, but I do not think giving him a pass to treat you like a cheater is the answer. If he has to have access to your stuff to trust you, then he doesn't trust you. He needs to trust you without needing all of that, or I, personally, wouldn't be able to tolerate staying married to him. Comment 10. I think Op is right to shut down his access. Op was too permissive before, and that has caused the partner to spiral out of control. Op is drawing a healthy boundary. Because Op has not cheated, Op does not owe the partner this level of access. If this level of access were not abused, then Op could grant it again in the future. But as it stands now, the partner need a clear sign that he is violating Op's boundaries.
Thanks you for watching Everyday New Movies. See you soon.